Ooh. It's GROOSE!
Groose time! All hail our Lord and Savior Groose! Hi, Chadley. How's it going? Are you excited for Groose? I know I am. Chadley, I'm scared. Why would you be scared? There's nothing to be afraid of. Groose is here. Yosh, is that what the inside of your head sounds like? Yeah. With the horrendous chants. Yeah, just pretty much all the time. Ah. I'm so excited. Chadley, you have no idea. Oh god, Ali Party Walla! Oh my god, thank you for the 5 it already hit my daily sub goal, thank you. I appreciate it, but how dare you? What? I haven't started yet. God. If Comcast makes this flop, I'm gonna handle it personally. It's okay, it's good. I have arrived to say hello and see nothing because I am still somehow blind to this game after years and years. You need to watch at least this stream. This stream will just be the intro. It'll go great. But Chadley, it's time. You ready? I'm ready. Why use this PNG? Crisis! Crisis, thank you for the 100 polygons! It's Groose time! Breath of the Wild PNG? I could. Do you guys want that? You already played this without us? I played it when the game came out. Which is like before I even started, you know, with... It was before MCC. It's been a while. Big Bird PNG, let's go. It's closer to this than... It's closer than this is to the vibe. I mean, you played the original too. I did play the original. Yeah, there you go. I've already... This is Groose. This is John Grooseman. Hero of our time. Of course I've played this game before. But now I get to play it with all of you, Chadley. Are you excited? I'm excited. He's not going to switch. I'm going to... Wait, hold on. You parasocial? This is a little early for extreme. You must be excited. Are you kidding? I'm crazy excited. Buffering already? No! I'm dropping like... almost no frames. So it should be on your end. Hopefully. Maybe. Chadley, I'm very excited. We're beginning anew. Now. Because I'm the protagonist in everyone's lives, not only my own, but also yours, we will be naming this Yosh. Because I'm Yosh. Let's go for that. Are you guys ready? Oh shit. It's happening! Yonk. Yonk would have been good. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. from fun. Hold on, I have another idea. If I mute this, then I open this. There we go. No, it's dying. No, my controller can't die. What do you mean dying? Chadley, give me a second. Chadley, hold on. Listen to some relaxing tunes. Give me a second. Okay, I found a control. I found a charger. Yeah, that took like no time at all to completely ruin everything. Wait, Crisis, no, don't go! I'm sorry! I can fix this! I can fix this! Just give me a second! I'm not a failure! Not yet. Tell me, hold. Where's the USB ports on this thing? Oh god. Hold on. Yeah, that was my world record speedrun. How'd it go? Hold on, I gotta take it off the... I gotta... Oh. Hold on, just give me a second. Just... Give me a second, Chadley. Just hold on. Hold on. Chadley, hold. This is fine. Ah! Everything's exploding. My computer's making strange noises. No, this is the wrong window. Okay, hold on. Chadley, hold. Chadley, hold on. Yes. Yes. I'm not a failure, Chadley. It's gonna go fine. Just have faith in me. Have faith in the me that believes in you, that believes in me. Chadley, hold. Chadley, hold on. Okay. Why isn't this connecting? Chadley. Chadley. Okay. I think I did it. Did I do it? Time to find out. Okay. 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 Alright. This all seems to be good. Alright, now let's boot back into the game. This will be fun. Huh? Hello? Hello? Controller? Ah, jeez, hold on. Chadley, hold. Chadley, hold on. Bruh. Don't you bruh me? El Gato. Gary's... No, wait! Oh, no. It's flipping my computer back. I know you can hear now. Oh, great, but now it's off. Only you, Yosh, would forget to charge your controller. This battery lasts so long, I kind of forgot that a battery needs to be charged. Oh, no. You did this on purpose for content, aren't you? I am not that clever. Boy, do I wish. Okay, Pro Controller Wired Communication. On. There. Alright. Alright. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put it back. And everything should magically work. Yes! Yes! Chadley, it's working! No, see me in an hour. Go see. You're legally required to hang out right here. You got to see this. You got to see at least the intro. It's important. Can we restart that intro? Yes. Finish Xenoblade. I'm like 4 hours from the end of Xenoblade. I really need to do that. Do you guys really want this intro? I could do it. Finish your games. I'm trying. I'm trying real hard. I will see the intro cutscene, yes. No. You gotta see until I get off the island. That whole part is the intro. You got to know what the game is like. Oh, the game's intro. I knew that. Hey, Chadley, Skyward Sword. That's not spoilers. It's not spoilers, Ghosty. You need to see if you even like the game. Cause you got to see GROOSE. It's like, you ever play Kingdom Hearts 1? And then they're all like on this stupid island, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna be friends forever. And then like a storm blows everyone apart, and they all hate each other. I won't know until I play it. Well, now you'll know immediately. All right, booting it back up. Ghosty, I will name them Yonk. If you stay and watch, I will name them Yonk. All right, take 2. Yeah, do you hear that? Hey, leave Kingdom Hearts alone. Christ, this Kingdom Hearts is shit. I love Roxas, though. Yonk was my name. Why are you telling Ghosty that? He never reads chat. No! No, wait! Okay. Okay. Chadley, what should we go with? Should we go with Yosh? Or Yonk? Yosh? Or Yonk? Yonk from Pensacola. Yonky Nom? What the hell kind of name is Yonky Nom? Y'all better vote in that poll. Yonk or Yosh? Oh boy. Chadley. This is going about as well as I assumed. Your evil twin brother twice removed. I think that's just W.D. Gaster. Yeah, Yonk's the good brother. Yosh is the evil brother, that's me. Oh god, Chadley. Wait, you're related to Gaster? Yep! Anyway, Chadley, hello. How are you today? Yonk, Yosh's responsible and kind brother. I know. Hold on, I never got to say hello to everyone, so while we wait for this poll, let me just say hello to Yellow, and Yumasuki, and Zerkerminator, and Ghosty, and Jolio, Alyssa Magnus, Nightbot, who hates me, In Bright Shadows, Cringing Crisis, man. Bio Dragon Soul. Welcome. Welcome one and all. RMJ. Ali Partywalla. Yeah, this is stream take 2. Also, wow, this poll is long. There you go. I can't believe I pay more for a sub here than on Netflix for this content. You don't have to. I'm sorry. Yonk is Elden Ring and Yosh is League of Legends. I've never been more offended in my entire life, Ghosty. You take that back. Yosh, just call it now. It's 5 minutes. Can I end a poll? Oh, I guess I technically can, because there's no way Yosh is gonna make up. Nia, hi! Dondra D, hello! It's time! Alright. Our hero's name is Yonk. Are you ready? I'm not. Let's go for it. Wait, Chadley, hold. Chadley, hold on. One more thing. Chadley, 1 second. Chadley, hold on. Chadley, hold. Chadley, hold on. This is important. Chadlesby. Ah, that feels better. Hello. Welcome back. Look at me. Don't I look handsome? Did you miss this one? I missed this one. I got hands that jingle, jangle, jingle. Oh, that big boy. Yeah, it's a puppy. Nintendo presents The Legend of Zelda. No, that is not a furry Zerkiminator. Oh my god, it's Skyward Sword! Those weird birds! Oh my god, look, there he is! Chadley, there he is! Did you see him? It's our boy! Zelda's cool too, I guess. Of course there's going to be a test on this, so you better pay attention to the lore. Hey, look, it's me! I'm Yonk. Rise, Yonk. The time has come for you to awaken. Yonk risen. You are fated to have a hand in a great destiny and will soon find you. The time has come for you to awaken. Yonk! I got jump scared by a bird. That bird's an asshole. This is accurate to the actual Yosh. We'd be waiting for him to wake up. Hey, sleepyhead, I know how much you like to sleep in, so I'm guessing this letter will be your alarm clock this morning. Did I guess right? They know me so well. Rise and shine, Yonk. Today's the wing ceremony. You promised to meet me before it starts, remember? Oh, God. You better not keep me waiting. Zelda. Zelda's so needy. Go, Zelda. It's finally happening. We're playing another Zelda game. And yes, look, I immediately know how to F5. Hi, Chadley. I'm looking at all of you in the audience now. Oh, there's so many of you. You want to go find Groose? Let's go find Groose. Dan! Dan the man! Thank you for the resubscribe, Dan. I hope you're doing well. Got a blue rupee. It's worth 5 rupees. Better drop it in your wallet for now. So, this game originally came out in like 2011 for the Nintendo Wii. And it was remade on Switch. And if you've only seen Breath of the Wild, this one's a little different. Mostly because you can smash pots. Yume, I'll fight you. Yonk. Good. There you go. See, look, this is our character intro. With the name tag and everything. This is Yonk, our handsome young protagonist. Yonk is on an adventure to talk to its upperclassmen. Morning, Yonk. So, today's the wing ceremony. Are you ready? All I'm saying is everyone else is out practicing at the plaza, but you seem pretty relaxed about the whole thing. Of course, that Crimson Loft wing of yours is something special. I'd feel pretty confident riding him, too, if you know what I mean. Pippet, don't say that about my bird. My bird won the last ceremony, but even I don't think I can beat the red terror of yours. Of course, a bird's true speed in a race always comes down to the skill of the rider. I'm something of a bird researcher myself. So, you know, if you ever find yourself in need of some bird expertise, come see old Pippet. Alright, Pippet. Terrain X Caw. Sappy. I already don't like Pippet. Why? Because he wants to ride my Crimson Loftwing? It's okay, that's natural. I think most people want to ride my Crimson Loftwing. Just like this fellow right here. Samsung Fridge!
Good morning, Yonk. Today's the big wing ceremony, right? I wanted to fly too, but I didn't make the cut, so I'm back here at the academy. Plus, I've got to move these barrels over to the kitchen. I was hoping to at least be able to cheer you on, Yonk, but I guess that's the way it goes. Go out there and wow them, buddy.
Fledge, you piece of shit. You're weak! Weak! Feel fear. Yeah, sorry. I'm on that Sigma male grind set, Fledge. I don't have time for you. He's precious, don't hurt Fledge. Fledge will hurt himself. Hello. Henya. Oh, Yonk, you're delivering something for me? That was supposed to be Fledge's job, but he's a piece of shit. Anyhow, just bring the barrel here. Yes, here. Don't worry, I got it. You know why Fledge made that sound. Yonk, show people Groose. They've waited long enough. No. They gotta savor it. They have to savor it. There's no getting out of it. I don't know why I had to grow big to say that. What's all this? I thought I told Fletch to carry that, boss. Probably for the best. That skinny boy would probably have gotten flattened. Say, don't you have some important ceremony or something or such today? Well, thanks for the help. Yeah. Why did you grow? You know. Akulimlim, hello! Alright, fine. You know what? We're gonna go... Even I want to see Groose. Let's go see Groose. Welcome to Skyloft. It's an island floating in the sky. Why? I don't know. Because it's called Skyloft, so they had to put it in the sky. They named the town first, then put it in the sky afterwards. You know, aesthetics and all that. You got a green rupee. It's worth 1 rupee. And you also caught a sky stag speedle. Speedle? Also, there's collectibles. Yeah, I will see Groose and then wish Yonk luck in the rest of his endeavors. No, Ghosty, you have to see it all. You have to see. At least until I leave. Well, I guess you can technically do what you want. I'm not the boss of you, but I'm needy. But yeah, okay, this game has like a nice, like, almost like, I don't know how well it captures in the capture, but like a watercolor aesthetic that looks really nice. I'm kind of a big fan. And we save at bird statues. Now you're buffering. Okay. It shouldn't be buffering anymore. Tell me if it's still buffering. It's back, it's okay. Apparently. Hey, Yonk, up here! Look, Chadley, it's one of them Yonkers. Good morning to you, Yonk. Today's finally the day of the long-awaited wing ceremony. Are you feeling ready? Oh, I just remembered there's something I'd like to ask you about. Target me and we can have a quick chat. It's a bit presumptive. Oh. Excellent. Always remember you can target someone to talk to them easily. And even when there isn't anything to target, it's a convenient way to quickly face your view forward. Oh, but it's a little silly to carry on a conversation from this distance. Why don't you come join me up here? I don't wanna. You should be able to climb up those boxes if you dash up there or something. Then you can make that jump fairly easily. Try climbing up here. Fine. In the original game, you were stopped like every 3 steps for a tutorial, but they really toned it down with the Switch remake. Hello. So, what are you up to? Rushing to get some last-minute bird riding practice in this morning, Yonk? Oh, you have someone to meet? Ah, Zelda's waiting for you, is she? No, I'm talking about Groose. Perfect timing, then. You see, Zelda's father, Headmaster Gapora, has a pet named Mia, and, well, she scampered off again. Look! Over there! Do you see her? Professor Horwell is not worth shrimping over. It's because of the elf ears, isn't it? Headmaster is so busy working with Zelda preparing for the ceremony, I thought that maybe I should beat her, but the ceremony is about to start and I just put on a fresh set of clothes and, well, you see. Ah. You're lazy. Is it just me or do you kind of look like Jesus? Look, man, I'm busy. I need to go see Groose. Ah, I see. Can you please tell the headmaster that Instructor Horwell has found me in, that he shouldn't worry? Oh, he wants me to lie now. I see. Fine. Alright, I'll go... I'll go get your weird-ass cat. He looks like he hit the 420 hard. What's that even mean? Alright, Look at that thing. It's weird. Why is it so weird? Aw, look at my smile. Aww. Why is it so cute? It's like a mix between like a red panda and a raccoon and like, I don't even know. But it's got like big floppy ears. What the heck is that? I don't know. Yonk! You still don't get it? What? What do you mean? Well. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine, Chadley. Look. Look how fine it is. Yep, it flies with the tears. Nice work. You brought her back safe and sound. Sort of. Sorry for troubling you with this. I know you're busy, Yonk. I suppose I should feed Mia now. Please tell the headmaster that we found his pet. He should be up by the statue of the goddess. Great, cool. I didn't know it did that because I'm not a monster. What do you mean? I believe Zelda's there with him, so you should hurry along. Oh yes, I should give you a reward. It's not much, but please take this. Don't tell the others. Monetary consumer value. Oh yeah, I like this guy. Look. Chadley, did you know this game has celebrity guests? It's Sylvester Stallone. His name is Yakamar. Morning, Yonk. How's life? Did you manage to get even a wink of sleep last night? Figured you might have been tossing and turning all night thinking about the big ceremony today. What am I doing? Oh, just fixing this gate here. It's been squeaky clean lately. We can't have that on the day of the ceremony. Hey, you haven't already forgotten to send your prayers to the goddess this morning, have you? Just face the bird statue over there and say a short prayer to save your progress. As you know, those bird statues are all over Skyloft. It's about time you get in the habit of stopping at every statue every time you run by one. And prayer in time saves 9, if you know what I'm saying. I don't. Stamina fruit. No cruises. Okay, we gotta go. You sound like a cheap Elvis. That's a mean thing to say about, you know, Sylvester Stallone. I thought that was the dude from Space Dandy. That's... Oh, God. Is that Dandy? Is that a dandy man in space? Alright, let's go say hi to Zelda. We can't meet Groose quite yet, but we're about to. Don't worry, Chadley. We're getting there. You've seen Space Dandy, Yosh. I have. Is it Dandy Man? They say Dandy Man in space, like, a lot. Oh, youth, guided by the servant of the goddess, unite earth and bring the light to the land. Where's the song in relation to the text? I don't know. Hey, good morning, Yonk. God, this name. I'm glad to see my Loftwing you got out of bed. Got you out of bed. Ghosty, we're getting there. Don't worry, it's quick. I was pretty sure you'd sleep in and forget me this morning. But look at this instrument, and look at this outfit. They're mine to use today in the ceremony, since I'll be playing the role of the goddess. Aren't they beautiful? Especially this instrument. They tell me it's just like the one the goddess was said to have in legends. It sounds gorgeous, too. I asked Father about it. He said it's called a harp. You don't know what a harp is called? And look at these clothes. I made this wrap myself, and we get to use it in today's ceremony. Between the harp and this outfit, I'm going to make a great goddess today. I got you up early this morning because I wanted you to be the first to see me like this, Yonk. How do I look? Great! Nice costume. Nice costume. What exactly is that supposed to mean, you goof? If you think I look silly, just come out and say it, you ass. Don't be a shrimp. That's right. We're not shrimping here. Nice costume. Oh, there you are, Zelda. Are you all prepared for today's ceremony? Oh, hello, Father. Oh, Yonk, you're here too. Outstanding. It's encouraging to see you up so early, given your capacity for sleep. No doubt today's ceremony had you too excited to close your eyes for once. I also sleep a lot. If you win today's ceremonial race, you'll get to participate in the post-race ritual with Zelda. So give it your best out there. Oh. Post-race ritual with Zelda? Oh, man. Yes, about that. Father, I don't know if he could do it. Recently, Yonk hasn't been practicing much at all for the ceremony. And even when he's out riding his Loftwing, he's just lazily gliding around, probably daydreaming. I don't know what's he thinking. He's gonna have to be in perfect control of his bird to win today. Jeez. Is this because I said nice costume? Poor girl trying to put the moves on Yonk and he's like, nice costume. Oh, man. No need to worry yourself, Zelda. Though you may have a point. Hey! Today's wing ceremony tests the skill of the rider as well as his bond to his bird. Victory will not come easily. And as you pointed out, I haven't seen him practicing as hard as some of the other students. Hey! But you've known him since you were both very little. You should know better than to fret about him. You see, Yonk and his Loftwing share a special connection. I've never seen anything quite like it. Me and Bojangles the bird. As you know, each of us in Skyloft is but one half of a pair. We're only made whole by our Loftwings, the guardian birds that the goddess bestows upon each of us as a symbol of her divine protection. Odd, but okay. When we are young, every one of us meets our Loftwing under the great statue of the goddess. It's quite a big moment, as I'm sure you recall. Thank you for the exposition, Gaypora. Ah, but that first meeting between Yonk and his Loftwing was extraordinary. That bird came to him... The bird that came to him was a Crimson Loftwing, and was a breed so rare we were sure for some time that it had vanished from the line. Yes, and the boy and his bird seemed to share a profound connection from the moment they met. Do you recall when Yonk and that Loftwing of his first met? What a sight! The little boy just hopped on that bird and gracefully flew away without even a moment of instruction. They were meant for each other. And judging by how jealous you were that day, I'd say the friendship he shared with his bird didn't go unnoticed by you, my dear. I'm smelling for birds. Yeah, you get chimkin friends, Ghosty. Nah, but who can blame you? I'm sure you weren't the only one envious of the power of bond shared by Yonk and his bird. Anyone who is a part of something special is bound to catch some nasty looks sooner or later. Ho ho. Do you miss your dead fish, GF, Yume? I'm so sorry. No dead fish GF here. Not yet, anyway. This contest is nothing to laugh at, Father. This ceremony is part of the final test for those training to become Knights of Skyloft, you piece of shit. If Yonk doesn't fly fast enough during the race... What if Yonk messes up his big chance? What if he's not allowed to become a knight? Her faith in me is strong, can you tell? Crisis, no! Crisis, you can't do this. Not right now. Crisis! Also, yes, he is wearing a shirt. It looks weird. By the way, Gaypora, his character design is based off of the owl from Ocarina of Time. You know, there's something Gaypora? Like, they have the same name as the owl. That's why he looks like an owl. The more you know. But fine. Fine, we can do the Texas anime, Dad. No, not Blathers. Now calm yourself, my dear. It'll be fine. Honestly, it's almost as though you become a completely different person when you worry about your old friend Yonk here. It's pretty kawaii desu of you to worry about your friend like this, Zelda.
Listen, Yonk. Y'all better fly your heart out today. At the very least, you'll need to squeeze in a little bit of practice before the race.
Why would you make me do Texas Anime Dad right now?
Come on, y'all. Y'all thank me later. I got half a mind to tell you about how to fly a bird.
Now here we are, Link. Now go on, jump off the edge and call your loft wing. It's almost time for the ceremony, so try to practice seriously for once. Oh yeah, you can't sense your bird out there? Oh, I get it. You're trying to weasel out of having to practice. Nice try, but you're not fooling me. Off you go. Go get your bird waifu. Okay, Yonk, go ahead. Just press down D-pad to call your bird. Huh. Well, this ain't quite right. This bird sure is taking a long time to get here.
Oh no, Pa, something's wrong.
How's that for a nice costume? Pushes me off. Oh, God. What if your fate could be decided by what you said to Zelda that one time?
Hang in there, Yonk. I've got you.
Why didn't my bird come to get me? Why does my bird hate me? Is the bird Bojangles? Does Bojangles remember what I did to him? Y'all all right?
I'm sorry, friend. I didn't mean to push you so hard. You didn't sprain your wing, did you?
You sound like you're from Little House on the Prairie. Please stop. Now this is some kind of unkawaii Desu activity happening right here in Skyloft. What could have possibly happened to your loft wing? For a bird to ignore the call of his master, it's unheard of. You can't pony up like this, Yonk. And you still can't sense your bird nearby, eh, Yonk? This is quite a problem, especially considering the wing ceremony is about to start. Yonk, when you said you couldn't sense your loft wing, well, I should have believed you. I'm sorry. But you also shouldn't have said nice costume to me. I worked really hard at that costume, Yonk. That was kind of an asshole thing to do. I need to tend to my own loft wing, so I'll catch up with you later. You'd better go on ahead and see if you can find where your bird is gone. Alright, we have a missing Bojangles to go look for. Plot's happening. Bell ringing. My, how did it get to be so late? If I recall correctly, this year Instructor Horwell is presiding over the ceremony. Yonk, you should go explain the situation to him and see if he's willing to delay the race a little so you can find your bird. Okay. But, Father, you're the headmaster of the Academy. If Yonk asks Instructor Horwell, he'll probably just come talk to you about it. Ah, quite true. As usual, you make an excellent point, my dear. Very well, I'll explain the situation to him myself. Yonk! Run along and tell Instructor Horwell to come see me in my quarters. Alright, I think it's happening. I think we're getting closer to GROOSE. Don't worry, Yonk. I'll be sure to explain your predicament to Instructor Horwell. While we chat, why don't you go and ask some of the other students about your bird? You seem to recall a few of them gathered near the plaza. You know, at the south of Skyloft, that place with the X mark is the plaza. We'll be holding the wing ceremony there today. Mm-hmm. You read a map before? What do you mean, have I read a map before? You think I'm an idiot? Of course I know how to read a map. Map. I'm very excited for this game. You have no idea. Oh, man. GROOSE, GROOSE, GROOSE. We're on our way to see GROOSE. Hey, Sylvester Stallone, let me through. There's something wrong. What's the big hurry? Where's GROOSE? GROOSE's little cronies were saying they were headed down to the wing ceremony in the plaza. So my guess is they might be in the plaza. Normally the fastest way there is just down this path. But this gate here still needs some work before it'll open. Can you go around through the academy? I'm gonna check your map with minus if you get lost. Thank you, Sylvester Stallone. Hello, who the hell are you?
Don't men open doors for a lady anymore? How long am I supposed to stand here waiting for a little chivalry? Ugh.
Oh, it's you, Yonk. Say, you look all flustered. Did something happen? What? You can't find your loft wing. I don't know what to tell you. I've been here at school the whole time. Do you want me to open the door for you? Too bad. I ain't no shrimp. That was Karain. Good old Karain. And here's Pippet. You're not still wandering around the academy, are you? What? Your loft wing won't come when you call for it. What would a guardian bird not come when it's called? You know, I've never heard of this ever happening before, so I can't even tell you what you're doing wrong. But a good senior never never hangs an underclassman out to dry. We'll figure this out together. Sigma grind set for life. You go to the plaza and ask people if they know anything. In the meantime, I'll ask around here. Is the boy here? Actually, what's the story behind Yosh loving Groose so much? It's literally just that I played this game and I liked it. And there's a character named Groose and I like him. This is a Pippet hate account. That's valid. Look at this kid. Oh, God. What's wrong with your face?
Hold up, Yonk. Hey, Yonk! Could you help me with something? All you have to do is dash and roll into the tree. Just like I've been doing. Dash, then when you're in front of the tree, bam, do a roll into it. So come on, please.
Fine.
Wow.
Gully? Your name is Gully?
Wait up!
Yeah, good luck with that, kid. I'll take the money, though. Jimmy Neutron's son. You got a heart. This item's life-giving energy restores 1 heart of life. Cool. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Chadley. Chadley. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah. Hey, what's this guy doing? Hello, Keat. Hey, Yonk. How's it going? The wing ceremony's about to begin, right? Remember when Pippet won the last one right at the last second? It was so close. No, that was a race. Hey, your Crimson Loftwing will be in the race, right? I'm looking forward to seeing what he could do. Heavy breathing. Oh, he's right over there. Oh, he's being pampered. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, hold on. I gotta make sure not to show fan behavior here. You know, I don't want to weird him out or anything. I'm just such a big fan, you know. Oh man. Did you already mention how the original game didn't show names? Yeah, it didn't show names. When you would talk to anyone with the text box, it wouldn't show their name. Okay. Oh, okay. You're just in time, K-Bar Capybara Carbohydrate. You're just in time. Oh, what should I say to him? I practice in the mirror what I should say, but I don't know.
You know, Groose, that sure was a pain with all the scratching and pecking.
Of course it was. You thought a big Crimson Loftwing like that was gonna go down without a fight?
Ah, look at him! Look at his smile! Oh my god! He's so handsome!
But we got him, and I don't care how tough those birds are supposed to be. He's not getting out of that pen anytime soon, boys. Whoa, Yonk, so, yeah, just how long have you been standing there? What's your problem, anyway? Oh, wait, I got it. You're here to talk about today's race. I can see it in those dopey eyes of yours.
They're pleading, "Oh, Groose, can you please find it in your heart to let me win today, please?" We're just desperate to win so you can get some alone time with Zelda up on the statue of Goddess at the end of the ceremony. Well, sorry, pal. Groose doesn't do charity for wimps. My advice, work hard and wish with all of your heart. You might even come in second.
Damn.
Say, come to think of it, how come I don't see your bird? Where's that scruffy pile of red feathers? I can't imagine what could have happened to him. Do you think his tiny brain got confused by all the clouds and got lost?
Oh my god, okay, alright. What should I say to Groose? Alright, okay, here, I should start with a compliment. Nice hair.
You lay off my do right now or I'll flatten you. Everyone knows I've got the slickest pompadour in town. You know, we're all getting tired of how you never let anyone forget you and Zelda go way back. We've been friends since you were kids. Big deal. It doesn't change the fact that you float through life with your head in the clouds. Would you wake up, straighten up, and grow a backbone already? Dopes like you are dragging our honored academy through the mud.
And just who might you be talking about, Groose?
Oh, Zelda, hey. Nah, it's,
Don't even try it, Groose. You're picking on Yonk again, aren't you? He's a student at the academy, like all of us.
Why do
you insist on bullying him around so much?
Yeah, I suppose.
You suppose? Suppose what?
I suppose you, Forget it. I wasn't supposing anything, okay? Okay, we're out of here, boys. Later, Yonk. Hope you find your bird, or else you're gonna have to sit out today's race. It could be a major setback towards knighthood, so find that bird or get real used to the taste of failure. It's your special flavor.
Oh, he's so cool! Go! I hate to say it, but I'm beginning to suspect that those blockheads have something to do with your Loftwing's disappearance. Yonk, those guys aren't going to help us find your bird, so we'd better start searching. I'll fly around scoffling, and see if I can spot any trace of your bird. Father said he talked to the instructor Horwell about delaying the start of the wing ceremony, so don't worry, we'll find your bird in time. Yeah, Groose is a fuckboy. He's so in love with Zelda, but he won't realize that it's me he should be looking at. Yonk! Maybe one day Groose will notice me. I'm coming, Groose! I'm on my way! Watch your step there. You can't always depend on knights like me to swoop in and save you. What is this voice?
Hey.
Gronk ship name. I ship Gronk. Yonk X Groose. Gronk. Please never say I'm coming, Groose, again. I was literally going after him. I think that was completely normal of a thing to say. Give someone a Toad voice. Are you sure you want that? I don't know if you want that. Oriel, oh, what a lovely looking woman. I wonder what her voice sounds like.
What's up, Yonk? You seem to be in a hurry. What's this about your bird? Oh, that unusual crimson loftwing. Have I seen him? Sorry, I haven't. Why don't you look for him by the statue of the goddess? I have a good view from the whole town from way up there. The statue of the god. The goddess is huge. Statue to the north, the Skyloft. You've been there, right? Head toward the place with the X mark. Can't miss it.
Ow. Yeah, that lady needs a lozenge. Lynx, hello! Thank you for the 100 polygons. You made it just in time. We met Groose, but don't worry, we'll be seeing a whole lot of Groose. No, Ghosty, you gotta go. Ghosty, no, but there's so much more Groose to experience. You haven't even seen his deep, dark, depressing lore. His edgy backstory. Or the fact that he dual wields two M1911 pistols. Engraved with his mother and father's name, who died back when he was 3 years old against the demons. That's not true. Hey, Yonk. Over here. I have some information about your Loftwing. Come over here. You know how I feel about fuckboy? Okay, alright. Fine. Okay, minor things. Let's just say Groose has a really cool arc. I think Yume said it earlier. But, he's one of the only Zelda characters that just actually has an arc and growth. It's interesting. You know, if you want to know who's a fuckboy, look at this face. Now that's the face of a fuckboy.
Yeah?
Hey, Yonk, I was just looking for you. I heard your Loftwing has gone missing, so I thought I'd join in the search. And get this, when I asked Fledge what he knew, he started acting weird.
I'm so sorry, Yonk. I really wanted to tell you, but if Groose found out I told you...
Sounds like Groose forced him to keep quiet about it. Go on, tell him the truth.
Just a little while ago, when I was cleaning the dining hall, Groose and his buddies came in. They didn't notice I was there and started talking about their plan to hide your Loftwing. I wanted to warn you, Yonk, but just as I tried to sneak away, Groose and his gang grabbed me. They said that if I told you, they'd make sure I would never be able to ride a bird ever again.
Sounds like Groose and his buddies had a plan to capture your bird and hide him near a waterfall. Well, near a waterfall would mean... Quick, let's take a look at your map. Everyone likes looking at my map. That's it, right there. I think it means a waterfall marked here with an X. Oh.
Forgive me, Yonk. I can't help being such a coward. I'm really sorry.
Give Fledge ooh voice. No. Hold on.
Do you think you'll make it in time, Yonk? I'm such a wimp. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry, we're not doing that. Oh, Ghosty, good night. You have a good one. I'm already having a lot of fun, Chadley. Can you tell? The more distracted I get, the more fun I'm having.
Oh, hey, Wink. Hello, Yonk. I'm so sorry about your Loftwing. I should have helped you out sooner.
I don't like this talk. I'm getting too used to this ooh-woo thing. Hello, man with sword. Hey, it's Yonk. So, you still want to get in some sword practice, even though today's the wing ceremony. I'm impressed. Sword is in the back room. Go on there and get it. Ugh. I'll be here for a while. So if there's anything you don't understand about handling a sword, go ahead and ask. Thank you, Budget Patrick Warburton. One day the uwu will be permanent. God, I hope not. You got a practice sword. Looks like a fairly sharp blade. Alright, Chadley, now we're on to the most controversial part of the game. When the game released in 2011, it was released on the Nintendo Wii, and it had a new feature called Motion Controls. Yeah. Some people were not a fan of this. So you actually had to physically swing your Wii Remote Plus in different directions to do specific attacks. Ow. Ow. But here's the thing. For half the people I talked to, they never got it to work. For half the people I talked to, they talked about returning the game or just like trying their absolute very best, and they just never got it to work. Which I find interesting, because personally, while I find it a little wonky, I didn't have any real issue with it, but so many people did. What's the matter, Yonk? You don't seem your usual self. Let me try it again. So, actually, when the game released on Switch last year, they actually implemented controller, like... Let's try Fatal Blow. Sure. They actually implemented a controller option. So that's actually what I'm using now. So you basically use the right stick as like a pseudo aim your sword swing thing. So I flick right on the stick, and then I up, down, up. And you do stuff like that. It's very odd. It's odd, but I think it's a little more effective than just the motion controls. A Fatal Blow is also an effective move to use right after you use your shield or a well-placed spin attack. Got it. There's basically like 8 different directions you swing your sword. It sounds complicated, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know if I got lucky or if it just worked better for my mind. But I don't know. I got it pretty quickly, and I never really had any real issues with it. Which is probably why I liked this game more than most people. You can't take swords outside the sparring hall. What do you think you're doing? Hey, Peter! What do you think you're doing? You can't just take your sword out here. What? Your left wing is missing. You want to go look for it. But, Peter, I guess I can make an exception just this once. But remember that Skyloft is a peaceful place. Only knights carry swords, so I want you swinging around like crazy out there. I don't want to get in a lot of trouble over this, Peter, so here's the deal. Make sure you get plenty of practice with Quagmire first. Once you get outside with that sword, only use it at the Drunken Clam, alright? I'm sorry, that was really bad. North Atlantic Trade Organization. Hello. How are you? I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna finish watching some shows. Do it, Christ, to see what happens. Through my, like, Family Guy voice, did I remind you that you were missing out on the latest episode of Family Guy? That's fair. God, look at the side of his eyes. He's just like... What's he so worried about? I'm not gonna kill him or anything. I've never watched Family Guy. What I said back there to that one dude, you just saw it. You just saw all of Family Guy. It's Patrick Warburton going, "Hey, Peter!" And then the person who voices Peter going, "Oh, hey! I'm Peter." That's right, Tashi Station. Playing Groose game. Untitled Groose game. It's also very nice to see this game running at like 60 frames per second. I'm gonna finish the boys because I'm still processing the first 15 minutes. Valid. I hear that show gets wild. Skyloft Plaza. They know I hate signs. Yeah, you go and you lurk, Tashi Station. You're not strong enough. There's no man, woman, or child strong enough to handle the Groose when he's loose. Is this the one on Wii or Switch? This is the one on Switch. So this was the HD remake. That actually turned out pretty well for a remake. Believe me, if the remake wasn't good, I would be playing this on my special Wii U. Because there are quite a few options. And let's just say maybe you don't have to purchase this game. And if you also own a special Wii U, and not exactly worth getting this version. Something wrong with my throat today. I don't know what it is. Yeah, not even Yonk could handle. Listen, I would say for the loose Groose, but I'm simply too busy right now. The Groose will remember that. I still like this thing. Look at it. So weird. I wonder if it swims. Special Wii U. Oh, does your uncle work for Nintendo? Yeah, of course. What a cute little monster. You need one of these? Look at it. It's so weird. Did you just throw a cat into a river? No. Yes. Oh, God. Now, here's the Zelda staple. People in a line just blocking a road.
Did you hear the news? One of the students in the wing ceremony has lost his bird. It's gone missing. Oh, really? That's terrible. To tell the truth, I'm not comfortable around birds. It's their talons. They look so sharp and painful.
Who the hell are you?
Hi, Yonk. This house belongs to me. To Kukil. Psst, by the way, that's me. I'm gonna go play with my special friend today. It's gonna be so much fun.
Special friend? I don't even want to know. Oh no, not the middle-aged woman gossiping in the middle of the road. Yeah, no, this is like, you know, you go to a fair or you go to Walmart or something, there's always like 3 shopping carts full of like middle-aged women just gossiping and right in the middle, blocking off all traffic. Jump over the Mario style. I can. Watch. Watch. I know a trick. No! I no longer know a trick. And they don't even move out of the way. Yeah, no, they're too concerned talking about how little Billy has entered middle school. And that he didn't pick his nose during, you know, the school photos for once. To get out of the way. Oh, hey, the waterfall looks interesting. I'm too busy cutting trees. Wind bomb it. Alright, here comes the wind bomb. God, I wish I could wind bomb in this game. Do you imagine? Can you imagine that? That would be great.
Watch your step there. You can't always depend on knights like me to swoop in and save you.
It kind of seems like I can.
Look at this thing. Who knows how long the statue's been here? This only has one eye. Poor thing. You probably know this, but he could press up to look around.
Wow, you look, incredibly depressed. This game and Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance have a lot in common. Because Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which came out on the PS3 around the same time-ish, kind of. Not really. Maybe? I don't know. Also had precise slicing. Yeah, slice. Is that the Silver Simper? Oh, God.
Senator Armstrong?
Yeah. GROOSE is Senator Armstrong. Did you not know that? This is fine. I'm too busy cutting trees. I gotta progress. But yeah, look at all the different heights. It's neat. I like that. It's a fun feature.
It's a keys.
Bum bum bum. Travels to a cave. Defeating my first natural wildlife. Oh god. Hello. Give me that bug. Come here. There we go. Oh, I just killed it. I couldn't even collect it. Hey, question. Are bats actually that aggressive? I feel like they're not actually that aggressive. I feel like that's like a ploy. Or just a video game thing. Because have you ever seen a fruit bat? Those things are adorable. Fruit bats are probably like my favorite wild animal that aren't ducks. Got a monster claw. Look at all the collectibles we can get. Yeah, bats are chill. Whenever you're looking at my dog Reggie straight on, he just looks like a fruit bat. The big ol' eyes and the giant nose. That's why I always call him a fruit bat. Bats are usually harmless, but they can spread disease, which is why they get a bad rap. Okay, kind of like rats. Solity, hello! Welcome to GROOSE. I mean Skyward Sword. We're getting rich. I'm so excited to see GROOSE. I can't wait to see GROOSE. GROOSE is loose, yes he is. Yoshinam has not been playing Kitsune Dungeon Maid for 1 hour and 17 minutes. I swear to God. I swear to God, Yume. Oh, I'm tired. Help. Come here. There we go. Nothing to worry about, Chadley. Look, I even got money. I don't think my wallet can actually hold that much, so I need to just queue. Someone's playing Mario Strikers Battle League. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a demo out. You forgot to change it? Time to save the game as Yonk. We're getting Yonky. Yonk! That just sounds like an expletive now. Oh, yonk it. What the yonk are you doing over there? Did you find your yonking bird yet? Hey, Yonk, I was hoping I'd find you here. I heard you'd gone searching for your bird around the waterfall, so I thought I'd fly around to help you look. How's your search going? Any signs of your loftwing? No. Oh, no. Well, let's not lose hope yet. There's a place up ahead that GROOSE and his gang are always hanging around. Maybe we'll find something there. GROOSE and his gang? Huh? Who's that? Who's calling for me? What? Oh, sorry, Yonk. I got distracted for a moment. Let's go. Zelda, have you been taking your medication? What are you waiting around for, Yonk? Let's go get your Loftwing. Haha. Everything's fine. Uh-huh. Look, there he is. Bojangles! No doubt about it, that's your Bojangles, Yonk. Yeah, this is the equivalent to Bojangles in this game. So anyway. I thought it would actually stop me, and then it didn't. It's yeah, okay, that's its official name. It's Bird Jangles. Board Jangles. Scared? Hiss. Scared? Hiss. What do you think, Zeldy?
That's so cruel. They boarded him up in there. Yonk, you have to do something to get all those planks out of the way.
Okay. There we go. Look, its tail wags for you. Go. A little precise slicing to get the point of the game. Bird Jangles! It's Scrim.
Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
And hi, we're playing Skyward Sword.
We should hurry, Yonk. Now that your Loftwing is free, you should fly to the ceremony. Yeah! Ceremony! But before you go, I have to ask you something. I heard this voice a few moments ago. Did you hear it too?
I didn't.
It's been happening a lot lately. It's the strangest feeling, almost like someone is calling out to me.
Yeah, I don't know if psychiatric care is like, you know, a main concern of this, like, Sky Society.
Have you ever wondered what's beneath the clouds?
No.
Some say it's an empty, barren place, or even that there's nothing at all down below. But I just had this feeling that they're wrong. Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a whole world under there, far more vast than Skyloft.
It doesn't sound real.
The thing is, no one's ever been down there to see it, and our Loftwings won't fly through the cloud barrier. But I can't help imagining the wild things that must be waiting below. Someday I want to see for myself.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry, Yonk. We don't have time to talk. Let's get going.
Look, your bird's waiting for you. Just leap off the edge and press down. Don't worry about falling. Your bird will catch you for sure this time. Yeah, sure. Yeah, how's the island floating? How's any of this working? I'm not pressing anything. Yeah! Bring me to the surface! I'm like a missile. Where's the ground? I need to find the ground first. Man, this is really far. You know, I thought it would, like, auto-deploy or something, or I would zone out, but no, I'm just falling forever now. So I guess we're just gonna be here for a while. How are you, Chadley? There is no ground. Ground is just a myth. You're right. I like to believe the ground is just one giant conspiracy theory. I've been falling for 30 minutes. Okay, fine. I'll call the bird. There's no way I haven't passed the cloud barrier. Look, bird!
Young, let's run your bird through the basics just to make sure he's not hurt. You can fly your bird in any direction. When it's headed upward, it will slowly lose speed. When you want to speed up, direct your bird upward to gain altitude, then drop into a fast dive. So again, gain some altitude, then dive to speed up. This is basically getting your bird top speed. So how's the handling? Do you think he's flying all right?
Oh, he's a bird. This is certainly a bird. How come I can't fly towards the island? Is this using tilt controls? Nope. While riding your loft wing, you can press right at any time to go over the basic controls again. You can also charge, which attack gives you a burst of speed as well as slow down when you need to.
Try all these moves to see how they feel. Bird.
Oh, it's just like Bojangles. Bojangles does this. Okay, I'm done. I did it. I did the tutorial.
Well, that's a huge relief. I don't know about you, Young, but your loft wing looks like he's flying great. My father and the others are probably worried about your bird, so let's give them the good news.
And more importantly, we're going to get more GROOSE screen time. That's all I really want.
Your loft wing is really amazing, especially considering everything the poor guy has been through this morning. I'm going to fly back and tell Father what happened.
Is the bird's name Bojangles?
GROOSE! No! Well, 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 if it isn't Yonk. Word around the plaza is you found that dumb bird of yours. Oh, that's just great, because you and your dumb bird can't tell time. And all the pre-race warm-ups me and the guys did were for nothing. Now I'm all stiff. We've been waiting forever for the race to start, and they delay it for you? I don't get it. The big flake gets special treatment. You're almost a mad, and yet you still can't seem to go anywhere without Zelda. I bet you can't even decide what to have for lunch on your own, huh? And don't think we haven't noticed the smug looks. Oh, Zelda and I are best friends. We go everywhere together. Ugh. You think you're pretty suave, don't you? Well, don't you?
GROOSE has been going on forever about how he's going to be the one to be with Zelda. He really got his pompadour in a ruffle about her.
I hate to break it to you, but today's the day I bust up this adorable little fantasy land you're living in. Zelda's playing the role of the goddess at today's ceremony, and I'm gonna be the one to claim that sailcloth, if you know what I'm saying, Linky boy. When I heard she made it herself, man, there was no way I was gonna let some scrawny clown snatch that prize from me. Oh yes, that sailcloth. Zelda's sailcloth will be mine. Oh man, I bet she was thinking about me when she was stitching it. Yep, I can see it now. First I win the big race, and then Zelda and I finish the ceremony together. On the statue, just like the two of us. Just the two of us. Alone. It'll be our special moment alone. Nobody's stopping me and Zelda from having our moment. Oh, it's so real. I can see it. I can almost taste it. Oh yeah.
I love Groose. Also, hello. Thank you for the raid. You love this game. Hey, Sand Sealy boy. I love this game too. I'm very excited to be playing it.
Groose, psst, Groose, behind you, right behind you.
What? Can't you two see I'm in the middle of... Ugh.
Care to explain just what you meant by our special moment alone?
Nothing big, really. Just, Yonk. Yeah, I was just telling my buddy here how glad I was that he found that red bird of his. Boy, am I looking forward to the fair race. Anywho, later, Zelda. Look for me during the race. I'll be the one pulling off all the dangerous moves.
Look at that swagger. Look at that strut. Oh, Groose, I love you.
Hey, Groose, wait up.
Did you hear that guy? A fair race? Yeah, the chances of that happening are just about less than 0. Damn.
Either way, don't let those fools get you down, Yonk. Just get out there and fly the best you can. I think I've got these guys beat, and deep down I think you do too.
Us? Alone? Me and Groose?
Come on, Yonk, try to focus for once.
The wing ceremony will now begin. Participating students, please assemble.
Looks like it's race time. Good luck, Yonk.
Y'all ready for some Groose? More Groose. More Groose than usual. Zelda's calling Yonk out for his simping towards Groose. That's exactly what's happening.
Hey!
Your attention, please. At last we are ready to begin the wing ceremony. I was beginning to worry that we'd have to proceed without Yonk, but luckily that is no longer a concern. I'm glad you could all make it. Before we start, I'll explain the rules for today's competition. I have attached a small statuette to this bird, who I will then release to the skies. On my signal, dash from the starting line and dive off the ledge. Once you are in the air, mount your loft wing. Remember to call your bird promptly with the down arrow once you dive off the edge. Whoever catches the bird and claims the statuette will be this year's champion. Those are the rules. Simple enough, I should think, but do you need to hear them again? Nope. Excellent. As you well know, today's champion will graduate to the next class, bringing him one step closer to knighthood. He will also receive a gift from the young woman chosen to play the role of the goddess in this year's ritual. Today is a special day for many reasons, but it's also the 25th anniversary of our fine institution. Fun fact, Chadley, the reason he even says this is because when this game released, it was the 25th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. Because that's when this game released. Here's your fun fact for the day. To celebrate the occasion, today's champion shall also receive his gift high atop the statue of the goddess. I hear the young woman performing the role of the goddess this year has crafted the gift herself. And as you all well know, the role of this goddess this year will be performed by... the lovely Zelda! Who is admittedly lovely, but just not as lovely as Groose.
No, Zeldy. I'm gonna get that sailcloth.
Let's see your finest flying out there. Just show me how hard you've been practicing. Also, I want to see a good, clean flying. Anyone caught interfering with the other riders will answer to me. That goes double for you, Groose!
Hey!
Alright, gentlemen, line up. At my command, the competition will begin. Look at that face! Go! Oh, shit! I want to see them jump off. Look at them go. Zelda should get a pompadour. I'm very smart, I agree. We gotta swoop down for speed. I want to be next to Groose. Poor Yonk. Groose is too preoccupied with Zelda to look his way. I know. It really is a sad story. Alright, give me that bird. Give me your Groose! This race took me an hour because I suck at flying. That's fair. Ah, oh god! Who did I hit? They're in my way! Gotta fly up, and then you gotta dive down for speed. And get underneath it. And then do this. Yosh, opinions on that. I assume you spelt milk wrong. That's the only thing I can think of. Come here, come here, come here, come on, come on, come on. Come here! Give me that statue!
Hey, don't you know this is my day to get all the glory?
Oh my god, I just realized his bird has a pompadour too.
Yeah, you heard him. Let's see how you fly with egg on your face.
Oh shit. What's a pilk? I don't know what pilk is. Someone help me. Groose's bird has a pompadour. That's all I care about. Look at it. Pepsi milk.
Oh, Pepsi milk. I love Pepsi milk. I have it all the time.
Is what I would say if I were a psychopath. But I'm not. So I'm not saying that. Come on. Probably just cut it off. That might be a better, wiser idea. No, wait, it went that way. Shit. Is pilk actually a thing? Like, is this a normal thing or is this a meme thing? Is there a place in the world where pilk is a thing? I need to understand all angles of this. Pedro is licking kites. Pedro should not be licking kites. I'm pretty sure that's illegal in... Actually, that might not be illegal at all. Pedro can keep licking the kites. Dive. Come on. It's a meme thing, but people are actually trying it and saying it's good. I'll try it. I've decided. Oh god, wait. Ah! This isn't good. Okay, but doesn't the carbonation curdle the milk? That's the fun part. Why does this bird keep going the wrong way? I can't cut it off. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Try it on stream. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. I'll probably die. I'll do it. Oh, I'm hitting a rock. What is happening? Get me off the rock! Bojangles, please! Yosh, you don't have to do everything Chadley says. No, but now I'm interested. Oh my god. Chadley, I kind of forgot about an entire button I should be pressing called Ascend. And I instantly figured it out. You got the bird statuette. It proves your victory today. Wait till Zelda sees this. We're gonna ignore that. That took me way too long because I forgot there's an ascend button.
Yonk!
That's what I shouted when I grabbed the statuette.
Yonk!
Oh God, Zelda! The hell are you trying to do? You could have killed us.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
I'm more worried about me.
Great flying, Yonk. Congratulations.
A little too close there, Zelda.
Now we'd better get on with the ceremony.
Aw, poor Groose. Imagine if he didn't catch her. That'd be kind of embarrassing, wouldn't it? Just whew!
Yonk, hand me that bird statuette you grabbed in the race. I must offer it to the goddess.
Alright, here you go. I was going to give it to Groose as a present, but if you need it. All jokes aside, when this game was announced, this was like a very different design for Zelda. At the time. I mean, she's been a pirate before, but you know. I really like her design in this game. It's neat. Great goddess, guiding light and protector of our people, grant us our blessing and mercy as I act in your stead during this ceremony. Valiant youth who grasps victory at the celebration of the bird folk in accordance with the old ways. I now bestow the blessings of the goddess upon you. Oh God, what? No, oh jeez, oh God, no, cover the screen, cover the screen, cover the screen. No, wait, hold on. Oh. I knew that. Anyway, the blessing of the goddess drift down from the heavens aloft to sail, which I now pass on to you. You got the sailcloth! Yeah, now I can see why Groose wanted to come up here. Now you can jump from any height without fear of a painful landing. It smells nice, too. You creep. Yonk!
Yonk, quit goofing. This is supposed to be a sacred ritual, remember? You know, they say that the goddess gave the sailcloth to her chosen hero long ago. Of course, the one you're holding isn't the same one I've been working hard to finish making the sailcloth in time to give to today's champion. I read that horribly wrong. I'm really glad you got to give it to you, Yonk. Make sure you take good care of it, okay?
Ah.
Thanks for making it up here to do this with me today, like you promised, Yonk.
Of course. I'm good at things.
Now we really should finish up this ritual. You do know what happened at the end, right?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
And just what are you thinking? Don't be silly. This is your big moment, Yonk.
Oh, God. Cover the screen. Cover the screen. Cover the... I'm kidding. You have to jump off the statue. Look down. See that big red design in the courtyard below? To finish the ceremony, you need to drop down right into the center of it. Leap off the edge here. Right before you hit the ground, press ZR to open your sailcloth. Just how brave are you? If you were really fearless, you'd wait until the last second to use your sailcloth. So, ready to jump? Oh, shit! Alright, I'm gonna do this at the very last second. Alright? I thought I pressed it! Link is dead. Splat. Oh boy, I see you messed up your landing. It really ruined the mood, Yonk. Remember, once you dive off the edge, you can control the angle of your fall by tilting your body. I bet you're ready to try it again, aren't you? I won't push you this time, so take the leap when you're ready. Just dash off the edge and jump into the dive. Then, just before you hit the ground, press and hold ZR. Oh, and don't forget that you've got to land in the middle of that round design in the courtyard below. Legend of Sploink. Stay on the pavement. Fine, I'll do it. Okay, that one was also intentional. Fine. All right, I'll do it for real. Let me just... Let's try again. The same way I would dash off. Got it. Good. I can do this. Look, all right, there you go. Just angle my jump. Everything's fine. Look, this is going great. Last second. Damn. It only took 18 broken ribs. 4 broken femurs. A skull fracture, and 18 less teeth. Yes, we use stunt doubles. That was perfect. You're amazing, Yonk. Smile. I wish when he smiled there was, like, notably missing teeth.
You know, Yonk, seeing as how you won today, and with the weather being so nice, you think maybe you'd like to, you know, go flying around the clouds together?
Jesus. This Zelda is so forward. I just want to be with Groose.
Yonk! Hey, Yonk!
Huh? What's up?
Today was amazing watching you win the race and performing the ritual together. I'll always remember this.
I probably won't.
It really was wonderful.
Smile.
You know, Yonk, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Tactical nuke incoming! What is that?
Oh shit. What's going on? Bojangles, flee! Ah, yuck! Oh, well, that was... It's a normal day in the Midwest. Oh, no. Yeah, what a... I'm sure this is going well.
Yonk?
Goodbye, lady. What the hell is that? She's T-posing to assert her dominance, whoever it is.
The time has come for you to awaken. You are vital to a mission of great importance. Yonk.
Oh. You're finally awake, eh? Welcome to Skyrim.
When your loved one carried you back, you were limp and unconscious. I feared the worst. Fortunately, you don't appear to have any serious injuries. For that much, we can be grateful. But, Yonk, where's Zelda? She was with you, was she not? What's happened to my daughter?
Yeah, see, we were flying near a tornado, and it just kind of, like, picked her up and, like, you know, launched her into the bottom of the clouds, and I don't really know what happened, Mr. Gaypora, but I can assure you that it probably was not my fault.
A black tornado, you say? That was no ordinary storm. You must not push yourself. You're still recovering. Tell me, when you saw Zelda today, did anything about her seem off?
Yeah, she was hearing weird voices. I assume because she wasn't taking her medication. Something like that. I'm not too sure, Gaypora.
I see. She was talking about the surface then. And you've been having dreams about a great mission. How interesting. Clearly, you read too many novels. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought there for a moment. It's all very strange, but I doubt there's much of a connection between these things. I'm concerned for Zelda, but so long as she's with her Loftwing, I'm sure she'll be fine. Either way, daybreak has yet to arrive. It would be very difficult to spot one girl and her bird in the dark of night. It would also be very dangerous.
Yeah, I would do it for Groose.
Rest now, Yonk. Zelda's going to be fine. She's out there, alive. I know it.
How do you know? She was literally abducted by a not black tornado into the depths below. Like, I don't know about you, but she's probably like a pancake somewhere on the rocks. Maybe shouldn't say that in front of him. Not sure if that would make him feel better. I'm hearing tech. Well, time to just go on with the rest of my life. Zelda's not here anymore, and that leaves one less person between me and Groose. Time to go to bed. At that height, I think Pancake would be the optimistic outcome. Exactly. It's so quiet. Wait, do I carve wood? Is that my hobby? Am I lame? It's the T-pose lady. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't be rude. Can you imagine? I don't know why I get a kick out of never going the right way. Your hobby is you play video games on the internet. But you're the lame one, yeah. Your words cut so deep. Headmaster Gipar. Actually, wait, hold on. There's something important I gotta do. Groose! You! What's wrong with Groose?
Look at Groose. Just look at him. The guy's so far down in the dumps I hardly recognize him. It's hard to see him like this. It's all because you let Zelda fall. You messed things up, so you better fix them.
Oh. Groose? Groosey?
Poor Zelda. This is your fault, you know. You can barely fly straight, and yet somehow you beat me in the race. It should have been me up there with her that day, but I guess now I'll just have to be the one to save her. Even his hair is droopy. Oh, he's so sad. Poor Zelda.
Also, welcome to Groose's room. He has a lovely portrait of himself, and, I wonder who that guy could be. Who does he hate so much that he's on a punching bag? Ow. Also, you may notice that Groose's room is larger than any others. It's because he cut into this one. And I think that's funny. He has your photo. That's a good sign. I agree.
So Zelda really fell down and vanished into the clouds? You were with her, weren't you? What gives? Why didn't you do something to save her?
That's a good point. Maybe he uses the punching bag as a hugging bag. Yeah, that's it. Alright, creepy lady. Let's follow the creepy lady. I'm getting winded from a light jog. Why does everyone love Zelda? Time to follow the T-posing lady. I'm gonna catch her. Come here! I'm not afraid of you! Oh, shit. Oh, nope, I'm fine. It's obvious. It's obviously there because he needs to practice talking to you because he gets so nervous. That makes sense. Come here, T-pose lady. Oh, cat. Oh, shit. It's because I jumped. Oh, God. I'll defend myself. Yeah, run. Run! Yeah! It's dead. Hold on, I better just grab this. Why not? Look, T-pose lady, you can wait while I grab a treasure. It's very important. That's Monday, the evil Friday. Is that how you treat Friday? I do not attack Friday with a sword. Oh, shit. It's back. Ah! Get away from me. No one likes Monday. Garfield knew that. Bat. Oh, God. Well, that worked. Kind of a long fall. Yes, you have. You killed Friday with an axe. Okay, but yeah, that was an axe, not a sword. And that was a different occasion. We don't talk about that time. Come on. Get me up there. There we go. Why are we taking a weird back way? We could have just walked here. Yeah, it was an accident. Exactly. Oh. A secret chamber and a secret statue. Well, the biggest statue on the island, but you know. It'd be weird if it wasn't hollow. You can also call it an axe incident. Boo. Chad Leo and your puns. Yo, look, a cooler sword. And it has the T-pose lady in it. The one chosen by my creator. I have been waiting for you. You will play a role in a great destiny. I will. According to your social customs, I should provide you with my personal designation. V is the name I was given. I was created for a single purpose, long before the recorded memory of your people. I must aid you in fulfilling the great destiny that is your burden to carry. Come, Yonk. You must take up this sword. As the chosen one by my creator, it is your destiny. That's a lot to lay on me right now. Like, my childhood friend just, you know, exploded into a tornado. And I'm kind of having a hard time. You know, I'm thinking about how to approach Groose, because Groose seems really mad at me. And, like, I'm just going through a lot right now. Strange dreams troubling your sleep. My sudden appearance, uncertainly surrounding the fate of one you hold dear. Under the circumstances, it is only logical that you would exhibit some apprehension. I always imagine that she kind of just talks like Spock. Yes, Captain. To minimize your uncertainty, allow me to share some information. My projections indicate that this information has a high probability of altering your current emotional state. The one you seek, Honorable Zelda, is still alive.
That's not true. That's impossible.
And this spirit maiden, the one you call Zelda, is another chosen one fated to be part of the same great mission. Therefore, should you wish to meet with your friend, I highly recommend you take up this sword before you. Set out to search for her. Does that information invigorate you? Are you ready to accept this sword?
My emotional state has been altered!
It seems that further persuasive measures will not be required. Wait, what were the further persuasive measures? Like, what were you gonna, like, make me rich? Hold on, can we back up? What were your persuasive measures? In the name of my creator, draw the sword and raise it skyward. Sword! Skyward, just like the title of the game! Hello. I'm known as Fee. Please step up to the pedestal and draw my sword. She seems more like a beat you up until you say yes type. She was gonna threaten Groose. If you do not accept this mission, the one you truly hold dear, Groose, their life will come to an end. Oh god. I could easily see that happening. Ready stance. Raise it skyward. Up. Oh, I almost had it. Up. Oh. Up. Nope. Up. Up. Oh. Yep. Up. Oh, the light's scary. Ah! Why is it doing that? Ugh! It almost touched my hand. Okay, I don't know if I can do this. How do I cancel? How do I cancel this? I don't want to do this anymore. Do it for Goose. Okay, fine. I will. No, that's too scary. Okay, fine. I'm so sorry. I think Yume can attest. I just do this. I don't know. I can't help it. You got the goddess sword. This mysterious sword is bathed in divine light. It's scary and it glows. That's not normal. Recognition complete, Master. Yonk. Yonk, my master. Oh my god, I'm Yonk. Yonk. See, you might know. I've had my suspicions, but until now I wasn't sure. Yet here we are in the Chamber of the Sword, the very place where it was foretold the youth of legend would one day appear. It is said that this place was left to our people by the goddess herself. very knowledge of this room's existence is a secret passed down to a select few each generation, along with a handful of words. Yonk sounds like a Shakespearean word. It is. Maid? It's a maid. No! No! Fee is not a maid! No! I'm not letting you get away with this! I'm not letting this happen! Just because Fee calls me master does not make her a maid. No! She deserves better than that. When the light of the goddess's sword shines bright, the great apocalypse will wake from its long slumber. Do not fear, for it is then that a youth guided by my hand shall reveal himself in a place most sacred. It started days ago, the sword that I've kept secret all these years. It began to give off a faint, otherworldly light. It's not a maid! Fee is not a maid! At first I was sure I was seeing things here alone with the sword. There was simply no other explanation. I never dreamed the prophecy of legend would come to pass in my lifetime. The words I have sworn to keep secret are coming true before my very eyes. The youth will be guided by one born of the blade, one who is also useful in likeness yet wise with knowledge immeasurable, and is also definitely not a maid! Not a maid! Yes, the oral tradition, one of the least reliable methods of information retention and transmission. It appears that critical sections of the passage have been lost over the generations. Oh. It's not a maid! The youth who draws forth the guiding sword shall be known as the goddess's chosen hero, and it is he who possesses an unbreakable spirit. He shall be burdened with the task of abolishing the shadow of apocalypse from the land. Such is his destiny. With the spirit of the blade at his side, he shall soar over the clouds and plummet below. And united with the spirit maiden, shall bring forth a piercing light that resurrects the land. And yes, I said spirit maiden, not maid. No cat ears. Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a whole world below, far more vast than Skyloft. Master, you must embark on a quest of great journey beneath the clouds to the vast realm of the Surface. It is only through this journey that you can fulfill the mission set before you by my creator, the goddess. I'm not maidenless! Chadley, I'm not maidenless! I have maidens! It is also the only method available for you to reunite with the Spirit Maiden. Honorable Zelda. This is no easy task, Yonk. The world below is a forsaken place, and to reach it must pierce the cloud barrier below. In living memory, no one has ever done this. Connor, look, you found a maid. I didn't find a maid! This tablet will illuminate a path through the clouds to the land below. Take it and place it within the altar behind me. You got the emerald tablet.
The weathered surface of this heavy stone tablet feels very old.
Master, the first thing you must do is hit the crest. Sitting in this room with a skyward strike. Hence the name of the game. It would be funny if she just yeeted that tablet at Yonk. Yeah, just give me permanent brain damage. These blasts are formed of pure energy that charges within your blade when you lift it skyward. Once you have charged your blade, face the crest and swing your sword to send out a powerful skyward strike. Okay. Like this. I can swing really fast. Yeah, this thing, right? There's your skyward strike. Does that make you feel better? She's not a maid. This little beam's pretty handy. Pew! Gonna slot that right in there. Mr. Yunk, it is done. Until now, a cloud barrier created by the goddess has separated the world from from the one below. Also, see you later, Sand Sealy Boy. Thank you for stopping by. I also like this song. The tablet you placed in the altar has opened a small rift in the barrier. You can use it to travel through the clouds to the realm below. I have recognized you as my master, and so it is my duty to follow you wherever you may go. I reside within your sword, and will accompany you in your travels. Press down to summon me whenever you require my assistance. Yeah, can maids fit in swords, Chadley? I didn't think so. Not a maid. Hashtag not a maid. Yonk, listen for a moment. The nature of the great apocalypse mentioned in the old text is a complete mystery to me. But whatever it turns out to be, it seems that both you and Zelda have a big roles to play in the destiny of this land. Just think, if what this fee is saying is true, Zelda is alive. Alive and no doubt coming to terms with whatever it is the goddess has in store for her. Should you heed the call of destiny, I don't know what dangers you may have to face, Yonk, especially down there. But if you decided to brave the unknown, please find my daughter and bring her back to me. What we've seen here today defies explanation, but is only the start of the journey. Only the start of your journey. Please, see it through and prove the legends true.
It's so much, Master Gapora.
Ah, I'm sorry, Yonk. I know it's a heavy load to shoulder, but you're the only one who can bear its weight. Dawn is drawing near. It has been a long night for the both of us, hasn't it? You have a great journey before you, Yonk, and those clothes, they don't look up to the task. The uniform you would receive for winning the race should be ready by now. A sturdy uniform like that will prove much more suitable for a long journey. You'd better change before you go. All right. A fun-sized maid? What? Magical sword maid? She just shrinks to, like... I don't want to know what fun-size means. Also not that kind of heavy load yellow. Shake my head. That green uniform is what our knights will be wearing this year. To be honest, I've had my doubts about the color. But oddly enough, seeing you wear this uniform, I can't imagine a more fitting color for you. It's as though you were born to wear it. Yeah! Take care on your journey, and be sure to stop by some of the shops at the bazaar here in town to equip yourself properly for the travels ahead. I will return to my quarters to see if I can glean more useful information from the ancient texts. You're always welcome to stop by if you have any questions. You and Zelda shall be in my prayers. May the goddess watch over and guide you both. Also, this is probably my favorite Link outfit of, like, all the games. I don't know. It's like, it's still really stylized, but it's got, like, the chainmail underneath. It's got, like, you know, I'm not wearing tights. I don't know. This whole outfit just looks comfy and easy to wear. You know what I mean? Nothing useful in there. It's a really good design.
Yonk!
Oh god, it's Fledge.
That green uniform looks so adventurous. You sure look like a knight now. The headmaster said you're heading out to look for Zelda. You're really something else. I could never imagine myself doing what you're about to do. I put a lot of work into making this. You should take it with you.
You got the adventure pouch. You can store all kinds of useful items in this handy piece of gear. Aw, thank you, Fledge. No, we're not doing ooh speak for Fledge.
It's an adventure pouch. It's for adventures. It's neat because you can fit 4 things in it you'll need on your big journey. Ooh. You can buy all kinds of stuff at the bazaar that you can put in this pouch. You should go look. Ooh. You could buy some potions and a shield. They'd fit in the pouch and they might come in handy on an adventure. Yunk, I just know you'll find Zelda for us.
Nope. Sorry, I gave it another shot. Nope. Nope, I don't want to. I don't want to do it. Yonk claims winner's perch in the wing ceremony. Sadly, tragedy also strikes. I'm glad Zelda disappearing is secondary news to me. Hello. Yonk, congratulations on advancing. Wow, so this year's knight's uniform is this dark green, eh? Looks neat. I bet Zelda will be really happy to see you in that. Oh, and don't worry, I'm sure she's fine, wherever she is. She'll definitely be home soon, and definitely isn't a stain on the floor. Thanks. Yeah, okay, I'm glad we graduated this year, because I don't know how I would have felt about this game if I had to, like, do the entire thing in, like, a piss yellow outfit. You know what I mean? Hey, how you doing, Groosey boy? You doing alright?
Poor Zelda, you. Yes, this is all your fault, you know. You could barely fly straight, and yet somehow you beat me in the race. It should have been me up there schmoozing Zelda on the statue, giving me her sailcloth.
I know. I know, Groose. You would have been excited because of, like... Yume, I swear to God. Yume, I swear to God.
Hey, I just saw the news. Out of all of us, how come only you got promoted to senior class? Talk about stupid calls. On top of all that, Groose won't come out of his room and Zelda's missing. It's all your fault. Way to go there, buddy. Some senior class guy you are.
Why is everyone throwing ellipses at me? I've never done anything wrong ever. Oh, shit. What do you think you're doing? You'd better clean that up. I'm not cleaning that up. Also, Cringing Crisis, can we talk about... Chadley, hold. Chadley, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on, I can't. Chadley. Just... Crisis, why? Why? Why, though? I just realized because of the way I'm doing the capture card, I can't do screen captures at the moment. But just know that I would have gotten a screen capture of Cringing Crisis just saying the word jizz. And put it on screen. Wait, hold on. What? What? Did that flush? Huh. Well, we just saw Link use the toilet live on stream. I hope you enjoy that, Twitch. Wait, how are you doing the capture? Through my monitor. It's the whole thing. I heard the news, Yonk. Zelda's fallen down through the clouds and you're going to look for her, is that right? The headmaster told me there's land beneath the clouds. Do you know anything about that? Nope. So that's the famous sword. Ah, but it won't do you much good if you don't have a shield to protect yourself with. Here, take this with you. Yo! Free shield! Yume, what are you guys talking about? I don't understand. The wooden shield is light and maneuverable, but it's the weakest of all shields. Also, keep in mind that it's particularly vulnerable to fire. If it breaks, you can buy a new one at the bazaar. To equip a shield, hold R, then select the shield you want to use, then let go of R. If you're not sure how to use a shield, the Knight Commander Aegis at the sparring hall will happily teach you. Yeah, I know how to use a shield. I'm a professional. Also, good night, Jolly-O. Thank you for joining us. Master, I have an update regarding the stone tablet and the resulting column of light it created. The column of light has appeared to the south of our location, and signs indicate that it's created an opening in the cloud barrier to the land below. I must also caution you that descending to the surface armed with only a sword would result in decreased probability of survival. If you've not already done so, I advise you purchase shielded potion from the bazaar. I have a shield. I know what I'm doing. Also, my dog is barking a lot, and I think he wants to be outside. So I may have to go let him outside. So I'm going to go do that. Yume! Yume, where are you? Yume! Yume, are you home? Are you home? Oh, look at this man.
Hey.
This guy kind of looks like Cold Connor Complaints. Mostly just like the hair. Yes, oh, I have COVID dingus. Actually, you know what? I'm now looking at the side of the hair. Never mind. That is no longer looking like Cold Connor Complaints. Although, hey Connor, have you considered hair like this? Look at that. How dare you? Elegance. Die. Yume, I'm gonna call you. It's very important that you answer. Are you ready? Yeah. Yume!
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
I need to go let a dog out.
I know. I'm watching the stream.
Okay. Can you babysit Chadley for me? Talk about something not jizz related?
That's a hard request. Yeah, I can.
Okay, I better back.
Okay. Hello, Shadow Speed. How are you today? No, we can't play rock, paper, scissors. Whoa! Hold up. What's the thing? What? There's like a house with a bell on it. What the fuck? Is that Beetle? I bet that's Beetle. I don't remember. Kneecaps. Yeah, we can play elbows, kneecaps, forehead. Okay? Right. Elbows, kneecaps, forehead. That didn't work. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm sick. How are you? How are you? I mean, I don't feel sick, but according to a test. I'm bored. I wish I could do something to the screen. How are you guys? Yellow. No. No, I'm not allowed to. I can talk about Men of the Sea if you want. Good, I'm glad you're doing well. Are you guys enjoying Skyward Sword? Do you think GROOSE is beautiful? He's truly perfect. It's more beautiful than Breath of the Wild, Link. What did I do? I woke up, felt bad, took a COVID test, and then sat on my computer. Whee! How long does it take to let out a dog? I gotta say about this game, I want to like this game so much. There's so much cool about it. Like, it feels like it's half finished to me. I don't know. But I do like it. It's not a bad game. I don't think any Zelda game is bad except for just the CDI RGB icon. You know, he's got some pretty base colors on him. Does that mean I have to? No. I can do Texan anime child, smoker child of Texan anime dad, but I cannot be your dad. That is not how anything works. You don't like Zelda's hair design? Is that the only thing you don't like about this Zelda? I just don't like this Zelda, personally. I mean, I feel like they were trying to do what they ended up doing with her in Breath of the Wild in this one. Arms here, please.
Mortis.
I was actually just gonna play mariachi music the whole time, but my Switch was on the other side of the room, and my body hurts. Oh, thank you, Yosh.
Mortis!
Can I go there?
No. Hi, Yume.
Hi.
How are you?
Sick.
Yo, that's sick.
I feel bad.
You feel bad?
Yeah.
But we're hanging out with
body hurts.
we're playing Skyward Sword.
Everything is painful.
Everything is awful. Everything is bad when you're sick with COVID.
Yeah. So is that Beetle? The Bell House? I don't remember.
Yep, that's Beetle.
Okay.
I have to get
I
a
thought so.
slingshot, but it is Beetle, and I love Beetle in this game as well. Beetle's a good, just a good.
I like that he's across all periods of time he exists, or his family exists, and they're all named Beetle. Since when? Since today taught me. I mean, I think it's been this whole week, because I've been feeling like shit, but I took the test today.
Oh no. Yosh, I was asking if Yume was here and someone did Texas Anime Dad, would Yume do it, or would you... Or you, or even better, both?
Yeah.
I don't know why it took me so long to read that.
You're good.
If it was only Yume here, I would have Yume do it.
I mean,
But since Yume's here, I'll have Yume do
an
it.
enemy child. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, Dad. This is true. Okay, maybe Texas Anime Dad is a good idea for you. I think Yume may be dying. You may be dying. If I...
Dad.
Now, son, what's this about COVID? Did you get that from reading all them mangoes and Japanese cartoons?
Nobody redeemed it. I'm not doing this.
I'm doing it for free.
Give me a moment.
That is okay. If you need rest, I will let you go. I merely wish
it's
to
not-
annoy you.
It's just my normal cough. That's my normal I smoke too much cough.
Mm-hmm. I like Skyward Sword.
Got the indie dick.
Toddy! Hey!
Oh, God! No. Not the fortune teller.
I love the fortune teller. Hey, do you guys love the fortune teller? Look at him.
I knew you were gonna say that, Tommy.
Hold on. Chadley, I think you need to get a really good look.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Please don't.
No, hold on. Look at those lovely eyes.
Oh, hello there, Linky Poo. It's me, Spuddo, the fortune teller. I can see right into your very soul. Great googly moogly.
What did I walk into? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
This reminds me of the giant baby in Spirited Away.
It does.
Now what in tarnation is this? What is it that my eyes behold? Oh, young man, what calamitous visions appear before me? You may choose not to believe me, but my eyes foresee a hazardous,
Thorny road ahead of you.
A thorny road ahead of you in your quest for Groosey.
No! But I can foresee what befall you, for I am a fortune teller of the highest caliber. I've seen every episode of Kill la Kill.
Is that about fortune telling?
No.
I just really want to talk about Kill la Kill.
I don't know.
You have a tad redemption.
Thrust my
Where is-
piercing eyes. Listen to my pure and innocent words. I will do you no harm. Gaze deeply into my wonderful eyes and come closer, son.
Now what in Sam hell are you doing? Okay, I need a Texas Anime Dad prompt. Do I just talk in Texas Anime Dad? Or do I, like... What do I do here?
Texas Anime Dad's opinions on fortune tellers.
Now, son, I know you like your Japanese mangoes and cartoons and what have you, son, but... Son, there ain't nothing quite like the perceptive power of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Now, I'd say that, you know, when Jesus Christ died on the cross, it was pretty kawaii desu of him. You know, yeah, forgiving all our sins and whatnot, but we gotta watch out for them wicked ones with them devilry and them fortune tellerinos and what have you. I know your auntie might be one of them ball reading weirdies, but son,
It's part of the bit.
they ain't nothing like them cat girls back home, son. They're swindlers.
You say ball reading weirdos?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like what you think it sounds like.
Rupin. I like this guy.
Let me see the balls. I can tell your fortune.
Customer, hello there, friend. My
Yes.
shop carries the finest products you'll find anywhere. Please take a moment for your senses to savor the wonderful treasures I have prepared just for you, friend. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Okay.
Must be the ancestor of the happiness salesman.
Aha, of course, someone as bright and savvy as yourself doesn't need to hear me ramble on. Straight to business. Please, friend, feast your eyes on this landscape of fantastical treasures I have prepared for you today.
Okay, keep watching him.
Don't you think he looks like him though?
He looks very sad.
No, he looks like the happy mask salesman. Oh,
He really
not
does.
anymore.
She's so defeated.
This has to be the best part of this game.
Oh, yes. Does he have a spine? No. He removed it. For business purposes. Hey, you there. Yes, you, with the adorable boy with the golden hair. Welcome to the potion shop. You can drink our potions when you're injured to fill up your heights. Hey, you're one of those knights, aren't you? Or one in training at least? Let me tell you. Look at you, and I can tell you need my potions by culture to fill. So don't try to slink away without stocking up. Oh dear. I forgot to ask if you have an empty bottle on you. Nope. Just so you know, I can't sell you a potion if you don't have an empty bottle to pour it into. For some reason, I like you, though, so I'll give you a spare empty bottle I've been keeping here in the stall. That's weird. You can't just...
Is it?
I mean, I appreciate it, but, like, why do you just have one of those laying around?
It's a potion shop.
I guess. I guess that makes sense. How could they want to
Makes a
sell
lot
us
of
things...
sense.
Yeah, but they don't sell anything in bottles, so I assume they just do everything in bulk.
Well, she probably drinks some of her potions.
Does she get high off her own supply?
Yeah.
Heart potion. Yes, please. Also, that was a nice hiccup.
I think that was a bird.
8 hearts. Go see my husband at the end of the counter. I like this guy. Look how weird he is. This guy looks like a Pikmin character.
A little bit, yeah.
It's like an Olimar.
Look at their little sleepy baby.
Well, I don't think I can buy any of
Baby
these.
alive? I think that baby's alive.
I think that baby's dead.
Yeah.
Something not quite right. I like this chick. Hello there, Mr. Yonk, and welcome to the item check. Want to put your stuff from your pouch into storage? Okay. Want to take something out of storage? That's fine. Actually, what's your best, like, New Jersey accent? I can't really do one.
What do you mean? New Jersey? Jersey. I don't
There you
know.
go. Do you want to voice Beatrice from now on until the end of time?
Not particularly.
Nope, too bad. I've decided. Go ahead!
Hello and welcome to the item check. Want to put your stuff in your pouch of storage? Fuck, I can't read. Oh god, I'm dyslexic. It's all this time I'm spending sleeping behind the counter. I got my eye all fucked up. That's fine.
That's fine.
Just go.
Okay, now we wait for the stream delay until you see the
Yeah.
next prompt.
So is there anything in your pouch in the storage that you want to move? Why am I getting older?
She's aging right before our eyes. Oh, it's horrid.
Alright,
It's horrible.
let's see it.
She's turning to dust.
Mhm.
I have nothing.
Oh boy, you're wasting my time here. I gotta eat a hot dog.
What dog?
Hot dog. I think Ghosty would be very upset with me.
I think she would be
Is it
very happy with
Jersey?
this. From Jersey. Okay, thank you. Come again. I like to imagine that she was saying all of that, like trying to read the like prompt card in front of her.
She's like, oh my god. I'm getting older.
Looks at Link dejectedly. Oh, whoops! I read the screen directions. What? Wait, I changed my accent. You get the idea.
Best actor. Best performance. I almost feel like we need to start taking notes, and then we can do that thing that Germa does, like end of the year awards for like best blank moment, best voice acting moment of the year. And I can like wear a suit.
What?
An awards show.
Are you gonna just put like a suit PNG over your little Breath of the Wild guy?
Yes. It could be the Chadley Awards. And then Chadley can vote on different things.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Who's
Welcome
that?
to the Chadley Awards.
His
All right.
head looks like an onion.
It really does. Hey, look, there's a prompt to call up Fee, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go for it.
Wait, what is that? Is that? Oh, I know.
You want to go see the green laser beam, Yellow? I'll give you a green laser beam.
Ew.
Let's look at the town. Arguably, this is the most disappointing part of the game for me.
Yeah, that's what I was about.
Was all the flying
This is
stuff.
part of the game.
Yeah. I mean, the flying is fine. It's kind of neat a little bit, but it... How do I put it? I think the way the game was showed off, I think people assumed that the islands were going to be more akin to, like, the Wind Waker Islands, and supposedly there was plans for it. But they had to cut some corners here and there, and a lot of the extra islands and stuff got cut. So there's hardly anything to do around here.
It's a Chocobank, Todd.
Yeah, this is the Chocobank.
I was telling we were gone. I don't know if you heard that, but this game feels like it was half finished, and then they had to release it for some reason. So they copy and pasted a lot of stuff or cut out things.
Yeah, I legitimately wonder how much they had to take out and why. Like, I almost wonder if, I don't know, was it limitations with the Wii? Was it time? Was it... I don't know.
Because when we get to the fights, right, like the boss battles, those are cool, but that feels like it took up a lot of the budget and time.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this game has some of the best dungeons in the entire series. Where are we dropping? Hey, look at us, we dropping, boys! Alright, I'll meet you at Tilted Towers, alright? Make sure to find the drum shotgun. I'll get us a ride. Hold on, let me pull out my glider. Here we are at the surface.
Why didn't you splat?
It does it automatically. Unfortunately. This fabled surface has long been part of Skyloft legend. By my calculations, you are currently positioned in a location known as the Sealed Grounds. It's not a maid!
It's the maid!
It's not a maid. Like we colored in a map. Isn't that adorable?
I like a lot about this, but it just... Yeah.
Please proceed with caution, Master. I feel like Nintendo was doing their thing where they're like, you know, intentionally designing around a mechanic or like a console. But the Wii's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Wii's kind of a weird thing to do that with. And I think the game had to become very linear because of it. Ow.
I almost wonder how this game would have played on the Switch if it was released on the Switch with the touch controls in mind and the touch controls were better, like for the sword combat.
That's a good point.
I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, like that was, to me, that was one of the coolest parts about the Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. The swingy.
Yeah, here's the little DS screen. Oh, look, everything's fading in and out of colors.
It's like one color by video.
Yeah. Oh no, he's covered in a yellow fog.
It's like she's colorblind.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, this is the origins on how Link gains his colorblindness. It all makes sense.
That's how he got his lightning bolt scar.
Oh, this is how he gets his lightning bolt scar. Oh, I didn't know that.
Is it too early to talk about the imprisoned? The black furry monster?
I feel like... Nah, I don't think it's too early. I think it's what most people know about this game.
No, I'll wait. I don't think Chad did.
Link got a migraine.
Hey, migraines suck.
They really do. Chadley, let's just say some controversial things happen here. And I'm not talking about, like, PewDiePie on the Gamer Bridge levels of controversial. I'm talking just video game controversial.
Hey.
Hearts. Yay.
Don't
I only know GROOSE. That's valid. Groose is the most important part, I would argue.
I guess what do all these bugs do? I never figured that out.
Oh, yeah, okay, so this game actually works a little differently in terms of, equipment. Or, like, non-progress equipment. So they're, like, very malleable. And, like, movable. And you can equip different things, and you have storage for them. Like, I have the wooden shield, I can upgrade it with bugs. And different monster parts. So they're mostly just for, like, upgrades and enhancing potions and stuff like that.
Oh.
It's very interesting.
I feel like I did know that, but maybe I forgot.
Master, I have information to report in a non-made way. While these doors appear to have been opened recently, they are now sealed shut by a powerful unidentified force.
Neat.
Well, yeah, and this game didn't have durability equipments, to be honest. And the shields have durability, but, like, they're mostly if you, like, fail a counter or anything like that. It's never really too punishing. And also there's ways to repair it.
Durability is not a Zelda staple.
It was very new. Also, where the hell do I go now that I can't go that way? I guess I proceed downward into a downward depressive spiral.
Oh. I like how you're using your sword like a what do we call it? A metal detector.
Ding. Ding ding. Ding ding. Ding ding. Ding. Ding ding. Ding ding. Ding 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 ding. There's nothing here. Also, yeah, Fee is essentially Paimon, except we can't eat Fee.
He's arguably more annoying than Paimon.
Counter argument.
Mm-hmm.
I want to eat Paimon.
Uh-oh.
Like, just, like, so she stops talking. I don't know why I started that off with counter argument.
You want to vor Paimon, though.
No, that's not Vor. Aren't you the Vor expert? That's not Vor.
That's pretty, I don't know, I think we can swallow her in one bite. As long as you don't chew her.
Hi, Purple Horse. We weren't talking about voring. I might go and sleep, Chadley and Yosh. That is fair. You can hide. You can hide from the Vor talk.
I feel like whenever you know Groose is coming up, you gotta like on the next, if you know the stream you're about to do is gonna contain a group section, you need to warn people.
I need to warn Chadley.
Yeah.
Groose incoming. Did I miss anything interesting? Yeah, people died. Dude, there was a horrible war. It was tragic. So why am I cutting all the grass? I'm greedy. I want rupees. That's all it comes down to.
Money's good.
Oh, that's a fun sound. Do you hear that?
No. I'm behind.
Young one.
Butt plug.
Child of destiny descended. Did you say butt plug? Descended from the sky. Raise the sword. The goddess Skyward. Take aim at the evil aura and unleash its power. Okay!
You think Fee would... Okay. it. He didn't say it wasn't fine, so I'm sure it's fine.
That's probably fine. I'm sure Fee would have told me if it was important not to do that.
Yeah.
Master Yonk, I'm sensing a change in the area that was triggered by your Skyward Strike. I have also detected an aura that correlates closely to your sailcloth. I surmise this aura belongs to Zelda. I can lead you in the direction of this aura through a process known as dowsing. Would you like me to explain this process to you? No, I know how dowsing works. I was playfully doing it earlier. Understood, Master. Please stop calling me Master.
That's the word, dowsing. Thank you, mate.
Hold up and select Zelda as your dowsing target, then point in the direction you wish to search.
Zelda menu.
For Zelda!
Do you want
Where is she?
We're not Zelda.
Where is she?
I don't...
It's time to play this like a Liam Neeson and Taken. Or like Quake. That's actually a good idea. This Quake game is really, really slow. Oh shit, what? Why would it let me go this way?
Do it again.
Okay, what about here?
Fire dragon. No. I know what that is without even clicking on it.
Yep. I already know it'll make for a horrifying clip. Oh my god. My Zelda meter's off the chart! I'm gonna lose it!
I like the idea of standing in front of Zelda with your sword sticking straight out, screaming my Zelda meter's off the chart.
This Zelda meter's off the charts! Get me in there!
I believe in you.
You shouldn't.
Well, you've played this game multiple times.
Have.
Not as much as other Zeldas, I don't think.
Not as much as Wind Waker.
Or Birth of the Wa.
Or Birth of the Wah.
Birth of the what?
Birth of the Wah!
Wah.
Wah!
Wah.
Welcome to Birth of the Wah! My favorite Nintendo video game. The Waluigi Birthing Simulator.
Oh god.
Birth your own Waluigis with your own crazy collections, concoctions, and creations,
Everyone's
combinations.
It's still coming out. It's so long and purple.
Wah! You got a revitalizing potion. What?
It's like that. Makes me think of that Sonic game where you can make your own Sonic OC, but instead you can make your own Mario brother.
You really can. Also, whoop,
really
didn't mean to
weird.
get too close to the old lady, but I'm here now.
Ah, the traveler descended from the clouds above. I welcome you, child of fate.
Like how your name is the old one, because everyone knows you're old.
Old. Tell me, what is your name?
Tell me why.
Yonk? Ah, Yonk. Good. Very good. Kind of a shitty name. Since you have already gained control over the sacred power that fills your sword when pointed skyward, the Skyward Strike is yours to command. It is proof that you are fit to bear the blade you carry, the goddess sword. I have sat here for many years waiting for you to arrive, all so that I could fulfill my purpose as your guide. Yeah, I'm yonking your chain. You stand under the roof of the sealed temple, a place built by the goddess an eternity ago. Your arrival here was predestined many, many years ago. The spirit maiden you seek arrived here shortly before you, descending to this land in a shower of light. There is no doubting it. The gears of fate have begun to turn. Yet, all is not as it should be. The Spirit Maiden was not meant to reach this land in the manner she did. I feel an evil power working in the shadows. It moves to warp the destiny of which you two are a part. Yonk! You are concerned for the Spirit Maiden and seek her whereabouts, yes? That is understandable, but for now you must focus on moving forward. That girl has her own purpose she must pursue, as do you! She set out for Farron Woods to discover that destiny for herself, so you must follow. Show me your map.
Why does everyone want to see my map? I'm feeling self-conscious.
Take out your map. No. Whip it out.
No. You will be traveling in unfamiliar land. Many monsters have settled here, and the map may not prove guidance enough for your journey. And so I will give you the power to create beacons! When a beacon is marked on your map, a column of light will stand at the location and will act as your waypoint from afar.
I love if she just went on a tangent. That sounds like bacon.
That sounds
Man, I
like...
love bacon.
I miss the
can you bring me
smell of
some
bacon. It's not quite the same like it used to be.
You have to, like, mash A through it.
She can tell you're mashing, too. What, you don't like bacon?
Thought you some kind of freak. Everybody loves bacon.
You some vegan?
Leave the temple
Out
through the
of
front
here.
doors. Go get yourself some bacon and some morality. We no longer have a use for a bacon. You can remove it from your map by pressing A. Yep. Go now. You must head to Farron Woods and capture the Spirit Maiden, the one he calls out. Oh, chase the Spirit Maiden. Don't capture. Check the contents of the treasure chest within this room. When you find this, should prove useful to you on your journey. Aw, I wish I could ding-a-ling my hair like that.
Like a pumpkin? Or like a rack of ribs?
You are ready. Leave through the door before you and head into the woods. I wish you safe travel. Know that all the questions you have now be answered in time. For now, Yonk, go bravely. Bravely go where no man has gone before. Ba 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 da da. Oh, hey, look.
Wait, is that her hair? Because that would hurt.
All right, old, all right, old lady. You're gonna tell me where Zelda is, and I'm not gonna stick this through your hair. Sklah!
You cut her hair and she just dies.
Oh God, her heart was in the hair.
That's her heart. She's dangling.
Ding! Bayonetta. The sound alerts work.
Ding,
Yay!
Bayonetta. Of course they work.
It didn't yesterday. Oh, look, there's
They
a
were
fairy, but I
paused.
couldn't catch it.
They were paused, dude. I unpaused them.
I mean, yeah, they were paused because sound alerts weren't working yesterday.
Oh! I see. Wait. Didn't I ooh at the beginning of the stream?
You did ooh at the beginning of the stream. I'm feeling very yonkers right now. Ooh. Don't you ooh at me. Swear to God. Chadley, I'm very excited to be playing this game. I think it's good to be playing another Zelda again. Breath of the Wild was a large staple in my life. And now we get to do more. And this game is very different. It's very different in structure. On a scale of 1 to 10, how different are these games? Skyward and Breath of the Wild. Yomitopi.
Me?
Yeah.
Actually, there's more similar than you might. I guess like a 5 or 4, like a 5.
Yeah. I feel like the structure is similar, but... You know.
Yeah, there's a
The way
lot
you
of-
go about things is very different.
There's a lot of ideas in this that you can feel in Breath of the Wild. I mean,
Oh yeah, the whole... I thought about that with the sailcloth thing. And how in the beta it was literally just the sailcloth. Or when
Yeah.
they were showing off early footage of Breath of the Wild.
Or like
before it turned into a glider.
stamina, being able to actually jump. You know, climbing. I mean, climbing's always fun.
It appears I'm interrupting some friends.
Oh man, look at that guy.
Out of the way, scram! No, this isn't Daruk. Thank God. This is canonically not Daruk.
He's great, 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 great grandfather.
Thank you for that.
I'm so sorry.
That took a while. That took so long that this little bokoblin gave up on me and just started harassing this Goron again. Hold on, I'm gonna kill this guy with a rock. Oh, that felt good. Hi, Fufu-kun! Ooh, thanks for jumping in there to rescue me, bud. I'm not Daruk, and I have no relation, except maybe as my great give a few more great grandfather.
Great grandson. No, he's the grandson.
Oh, hold on, let me start over that. Actually, he's my great grandson. Bye, Chaos!
Goodbye.
So, what are those red pests? I did not expect to run into a pack of them in the peaceful forest. Same goes for you. This is the second time I've bumped into one of your kind today. I tell you, all sorts of weird things are going on lately. I owe you big for taking care of those guys, so let me tell you something fascinating. Hey, bud. I'm Gorko the Goron, and I was researching the ancient history of these woods here. According to the ancient text, there is some kind of place above the Isle of the Goddess, far up in the sky. Apparently, the old statues serve as landmarks to those traveling up to the sky or down from this Isle, the Goddess place. If you find one, be sure to examine it and keep tabs on the number of landmarks. They're rumored to be quite useful. Supposedly, the statue is special, as it is said to have the ability to activate all other statues. The whole thing sounds a little crazy, I know, but I, for one, believe it to be true. Look, Gorko, an island floating in the sky? I'm sorry, but that's fucking stupid. Gorko, you should do some actual archaeology. Otherwise, why would all these statues be here all over the place? It is a real head-scratcher, bud. Makes you want to know more, does it not? Not really. Ah, that's so, bud. I was hoping to tell you more, but I guess it could wait.
I like the idea that Yonk, when he fell, he developed amnesia and he doesn't remember he's from the sky.
Sky Place? The hell is that?
Yeah.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? Did you use some kind of magic? The statue reacted the moment you got near it, bud. How crazy is that? Nice. And now I can save. I can go straight to the sky. Oh, I forgot. I have a Zelda. I have the Zelda amiibo that lets me go to the sky whenever I want. Goro. What was that? Statue just reacted to.
Skyward Sword, Zelda.
Yeah. What'd you do? Come on. Don't make a big guy beg. I have got to know. Sorry, I'm not going to tell you.
It's a secret.
If you know, I'll tell you about my great
No. I don't want to know about your grandson. But also, Chadley. Chadlesby, I think we finally reached a good part. A good start. So that was the end of the intro. Although, I will say, we did play it kind of like... You know, we didn't exactly go from point A to point B. And that was about 3 hours? 3 hours or so to get to this point where the game actually kind of starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's another thing people don't like about this one, and I guess
Yeah.
about it purpose.
I know specifically on the Wii version, you couldn't skip through dialogue. Like, you couldn't speed up dialogue at all. And also, there was a lot more, like, skippable scenes and stuff like that. So actually, in the Switch version, they actually sped all of it up. And you can kind of feel it. Especially if you're familiar with the Wii version. Because, ooh boy. Ooh boy. I'm just curious.
What was that?
What
Must
was
have
that?
been a wind.
Must have been the wind. Poor
I like it
Garfield.
even big shit and rip you to pieces.
Oh god, what if he just tackles me and just... It's like, raw! I'm like, oh god, oh god! Just beating the shit out of me. I want to grab this bug, because I want this bug. Ah, I can't grab it. I don't have a net.
Scream at it. Decapitate it. Incapacitate it with your dragon shout.
I killed it. Bum ba da don da da don 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 don.
Wait, so you mentioned, you might have already said that, you meant, because I know that the motion controls are gone. Do you use the right stick? So how do you control the camera?
You actually have to hold... Ding! You have to hold left bumper,
Uh-huh.
and then that's how you look
Oh.
around.
I see.
Ooh. Who's oohing at me right now? But yes, Chadley, I'm very excited for this. This is going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for allowing me to do this. It's going to be a great time.
You're welcome.
I have
Back in
something
the
very
tank.
important to show you. Ding! Chadley, do you want to see something cool?
No,
I'm sure
back
you
in the
do.
storage tank. Back in the storage tank you go.
I'm sure you do, Chadley. Where? Oh, God. I have to pull up the image. Chadley, hold. Chadley, hold on. Chadley, hold.
I feel like I should be concerned knowing questions when I make these noises.
There you go. How do you feel about this? Thank you, K-Bar Capybara Carbohydrate, for the wonderful image. Rather, Maku Lim Lim. Thank you, Maku Lim Lim. It's very good. I love this.
I hated it. I'm actually starting to cry now.
Yeah, K-Bar Capybara Carbohydrate made the template. Oh, and Maku Lim Lim made the... Look into my beautiful eyes!
I'm crying. I hate it.
What's wrong? It's horrifying. Oh no! Why, hey there, Chadley. Noticed you looking at my piercing gaze. I just wanted to tell you that
Oh god, he's bigger!
I can see right into your very soul. With my special eyes, I can look right through this screen. You're looking mighty fine today, Chadley. Mighty fine indeed. You know what this deserves? I think I know what this deserves. Chadley hold. Just gonna.
Wait, crop the eyes and put them on Link. I like Link, like, it's like he's trying to see over you.
Chadley hold. Chadley, hold on.
It's like some terrifying Bloodborne boss transformation.
God. Oh, God!
If he stops moving, please, Link. Here we go. The final boss.
The final boss of Skyward Sword. Here's a better idea. Hey there, Chadley. Y'all been behaving up in here? I certainly hope you have.
Like how you have a third eye that pops out when you talk.
Chadley, I know what you've been doing. Don't think you can hide from me.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Also, you think Cappy, isn't it Mako that made this?
Oh yeah, I corrected myself.
Oh.
Anyway, Chadley, that's the stream. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. Yeah, welcome to the 4th Impact.
It's more like the 69th impact, am I right? You punched me in the tummy.
It is the bite of 87. Also, wait, hold on. There's a different song I wanted to play out for us. There we go.
Mm-hmm. I have a good song to show you.
Ladies, on the loft, no fighting, now which girl goes first. Perfect red for my coin, punk the soup won't quench your thirst. Don't need potions to get swole, got Link married all my pets. Treasures in your fortune told, all me, baby, watch me flex. Don't write letters, carbonages, read my hand.
Is there anyone else doing Skyward? Oh, it's the live
Say
books.
I ain't the hero, Link a chance.
Everybody wants a groove. Gonna come for some grooves. Gonna groove for your loose groove. Go. Everybody wants
Come on, my chest, Bruce. Why'd you stop singing?
I don't know the lyrics.
Oh,
Okay, goodbye, Chadley.
No, I'm not highly astute. Look, Zelda, I'm the whole time.
Bye.